Hi, Connie. Good morning to you too. Yeah, I'm glad you liked the bedroom. I really think it turned out great. I'm happy with the results. You happy with the results? You don't really care, do you? Looks kind of like your room now, doesn't it? Well, that not without all the shelves on the wall. Morning, Black Dot. How are you?
Meow. Meow.
Morning, Scott. Nibble's kind of making her orbit there. Come on out, Nibble. No? Just gonna sit there and look at it. Look at us from a ways away. Okay, you're gonna come out and say hi.
Meow.
All right, well, whatever. We'll get back to that later. Morning, Bob. How are you? What's everyone up to today? Gonna start out a little slow today, but it usually winds up after a while. Good morning, Janine. Frame myself up a little better here. You like the print of the castle? Yeah, that's the Cottonland Castle. I did a vlog on that. I don't remember what year it was built, but it's owned by Chip and Joanna Gaines right now. A lot of people have attempted to, uh, you know, fix up the place, and it just kind of broke them financially. So I'm guessing Chip and Joanna Gaines will have better luck at it. I don't remember what year it was built, but actually probably could find that out, couldn't we? We do have the internet, right? That's a useful tool. Let's see here. Cottonland Castle. $1890. It was built in 1890. There's the answer. 130 years old. Yeah, I've had a lot of people say that whenever I shake the cat treat jar, their pets come running. That's our local joke for you. Driving your pets crazy. Right, Bite? Yes, even Bite's out here now. And Nibble too. Should only come so far though. Well, they can join us if they choose to. What's my favorite perennial to plant? I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite to plant. I do like a lot of perennials. I like hydrangeas. Basically, I like anything that's kind of interesting looking. You know, a lot of something that flowers, something that has a personality, something has some color to it. You look outside right now, there's not a lot of color out there right now after a little ice storm about 2 weeks ago. week and a half ago, I guess, technically. Hello, Tracy. Yeah, meow to you too. Unfortunately, with things like hydrangeas, they don't seem to do really well in some of the extreme weather that's possible here in this part of Texas. You recall I planted a couple hydrangeas in the front yard. I think I lost all three of them. But that's always kind of what it's like with me with plants. I'm never sure what's going to work in a particular area. So I buy things, I put it in there. If it works, great. If it doesn't, then we'll put something else in there. That's the way it works with plants. Very hot in California. Yeah, I think we're supposed to get to the upper 50s today. Maybe get some rain coming in later in the week. I never complain about that. I like it when it rains. I think we're supposed to be into the low 70s tomorrow. I think I'm going to go do a vlog outside today. Probably a nice day to do it. Good morning, Dr. Susan. How are you? You gonna come over here, Bite? You're just gonna sit there on the floor. Thanks. I'm glad you liked the master bedroom. It turned out good. Like I said, I had picked original colors initially, and when I got them home and looked at them, it's like I just didn't really, I wasn't really into the colors. So I went back and picked those, and I think those work a lot better. Like I mentioned in the video, I was a little bit concerned about the dark color on the trim when the paint was wet, but it looked really good when it dried. So I'm happy with the results. How's my mom? My mom is good. I think the big news she mentioned is that she cleaned the carpets in her apartment. So she's happy. She wishes everyone a happy Valentine's Day and a happy Super Bowl day. See, this is why I don't like doing business with companies online, because then they think every time they got something they want to burp up, they send you an email on it. It's really easy to turn on these things, but it's really hard to turn them off. And then they want me to give them more personal information to delete the account. Yeah, right, sure. I can't trust you not to use the information you have already. You want me to give you more. Yeah, that's gonna happen. I'll just block you. 30 below in Minnesota. No thanks. 48 in Tennessee. That's a little bit more reasonable. Will I be giving you a recipe for Valentine's Day? No, I don't. I don't think so. Not this time. The next couple videos are already up, and so I don't know. I want to shoot four of them this week because I've kind of taken a few days off over the last few weeks, and I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm like almost running out of videos. I got 2 videos up right now. I like to have a little bit more of a buffer than that. Yeah, no, I don't care about the Super Bowl. I'm not going to watch it. Never have been really that interested in it. Many years ago. I used to go to Super Bowl parties with friends, but I wasn't really into the game. It was more just an opportunity to socialize with friends. Be cooler in the northwest, but it'll hopefully warm up by the afternoon. Yeah, like I said, we're supposed to get in like the upper 50s, lower 60s today. That should be a nice day. I think I'm actually going to spend a little time outside. Oh man, don't even get me going on the car warranty things. The stupid thing is, my car's a lease. So why would I be interested in a car warranty? Or at least it is as far as you know. Socialize and drink, it becomes a Super Bowl. Yeah, that's really what it was too. I was pretty stupid at the end of those Super Bowl parties. Well, I eventually gather the recipes you contribute into a digital cookbook or something like that. I don't know, maybe. Could be. I could maybe see that technically happening. Hey, Pegtooth. Hi, Jan. How's everyone doing today? Bunch of new people popping in here. That's good. Lots of people who call out of work tomorrow for Super Bowl. I don't doubt that. That's it. It's one of those things. If you're going to do it, when the Super Bowl is. At least give your boss a warning that you're going to do it. Take the time off. Don't just call in sick. That's just not cool. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's better to call in sick than go to work hungover or something. But Bracket's headed home from Dallas and listening in. Thank you. Yeah, the Super Bowl. I mean, I've never really been a sports fan. Jordan got me into going to the Clippers a few times when he was in LA and when he was a Clippers fan. And I went to a few games and it was fun, but it didn't make me a fan to the point where I'd watch it on TV. I'll get into the excitement when we're at a game, but not really interested in watching it on TV. Not that exciting to me. Yeah, we've been getting a whole slew of new subscribers on the Facebook page. It's funny; it's been hovering at about 395 for like months and months and months, and all of a sudden, like in the last week, I've been uh, accepting people left and right. In fact, I got to be a little bit careful with some of it because some of these people, I'm to the point now where I'm looking a little bit at the people we let in. If you're already a member of Jaws Pals or Jordan's page, you're probably in. But what I'm looking for, a lot of times there's people out there who they'll set up a Facebook profile and then they'll go and subscribe to a bunch of pages to, just usually cause trouble. And so what I'm doing right now is if somebody comes in, I'm looking at their history. How long have they been on Facebook? Do they have, does their entire profile consist of, two photographs and, they've been on Facebook for a week and they have 11,000 friends. That's maybe not the kind of person I'm looking for. Yeah, I don't trust those car warranty places. I don't ever do any business with somebody who calls me on the phone or sends me something in the mail. I wish I could get that message through to them. Just don't bother because if you call me, you're automatically on my blacklist. Hello, Michael. Yeah, I guess I can sort of understand that, Black Dot. It's sometimes more fun to be involved in something than to watch somebody else do it. Oh, Peg Two's got frostbite. That's what he meant by fingers and thumbs are peeling. Laura loves the bedroom. Thank you. Yeah, I do too. It turned out well. I'm happy with it. Hey, Rhonda. I assume Charlotte and Logan are with you too. Nana says Happy Valentine's Day. Any update on the kitchen? They called me again this week and said it'll be next week. So I don't know. I think, they originally it was supposed to be at my house on December 10th, and they tried to say no, now it's going to be March 10th, and when I objected to that, they said, okay, no, we'll get it there earlier. And I think what they're doing is they're stringing me along 1 week at a time now, and it really is March 10th. I'm going to check out any local golf courses. You know what? I do have golf clubs, but I don't go golfing that much, so I don't know. Probably not, but maybe. I don't know. Maybe it'd be an interesting vlog. Maybe as big as Caddyshack. They're mad at you because you're late. Uh-oh. Yeah, you're not that late, Charlotte Logan. You're okay. I think that's a autocorrect issue there, Connie. It's not almost been a year. But it's coming up on 6 months. It'll be 6 months in March. I will tell Nana that, Rhonda. Yeah, I've done mini golf too. Mini golf is fun.
Ow.
Just don't sit there on the floor meowing. Come on up here and visit. Nibbles back. Everyone's pets will be coming and running now. Nibble got that one. Nibble wins one. Always the gentleman bite. All right, let's see who. That was Facebook. You're right, I do that on purpose, Rhonda. You think they're harvesting the trees from my cabinets? Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I think their original plan was to do it on March 10th, and they're just stringing me along 1 week at a time. Yeah, I agree with you, Black Dot. Lowe's, I know I said a year and a half ago that I was done with Lowe's, but it's true now. I'll never set foot in a Lowe's again. funny thing is I haven't received a single call from the local store. Now it's just the corporate office that's communicating with me. Yeah, Lowe's blows. Well, I'm just hoping that the people that do the installation are a little bit more professional. And I'm really, really, really hoping they're going to ask for me to do a customer service survey at the end, because I am going to rip them a new one. Well, I'm hoping that it will be, it's definitely going to be a different company. So hopefully, it'll be just some local person that has a history of doing this, and maybe they'll just do a better job. Yeah, I don't know. I think it depends on the individual stores. I really do, because I've had nothing but good luck with Home Depot and nothing but bad luck with Lowe's. So, you know, I've always been sort of a Home Depot person, and mainly I chose Home Depot because Home Depot was so close to where I lived in California, and there were like three Home Depots, near my house, and now all three of them were closer than the nearest Lowe's. So it was just a habit of working with them. But I've spent tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on Home Depot over the years, and I've never had any kind of a real problem with them. They've always been really professional with me. And they installed my floors in my house in California. They installed the cabinet or the kitchen counter in my kitchen in California. They installed the shower. Um, that was an interesting thing. When I bought that house, it had this white tile stuff in the shower, and the shower in the master bedroom was on the second floor, and the way houses are made in California, they got to be earthquake proof, so they aren't rigid. They kind of flex a little bit. Well, when you have something like, tile on a second floor that flexes, the tile tends to break and crack. And I called in the, warranty on the people who built the house multiple times, because they patch it up and then it would crack again. And they patch it up and it'd crack again. And eventually they said, yeah, we're not going to do this anymore. It's like, and they just gave up on me. They refused to start talking to me. So I, at one point, went to Home Depot and was going to get them to install some shower stuff, a shower, reface the shower for me. And they originally sold me on some new product that had come out. I don't remember what it was called, but they were very excited about it. They talked me into it. And in the time between when the order was placed and the installation was due to go, apparently there'd been some problems with the product. And they called me back and said, yeah, we're going to discontinue servicing that particular product. And what they ended up doing is they updated me to marble for free. So I ended up with, a marble shower that was, probably worth three times what it was they were planning to install. That's Home Depot. That's my experience with them. And that's the kind of experience I've had with them. And so that's why I'm a very loyal Home Depot person. And, Home Depot has not disappointed me, not once, not ever. Lowe's, it's over and over and over with them. I mean, Lowe's is fine if you can go into the store and find what you want. They have it in stock, and then you take it to the counter, check it out, and drive it home yourself. But if they have to get involved in any way, any more part than that, you're out of luck. Yeah, you're right. Home Depot was honest up front, and they said, they called me ahead of time and said, hey, this is a new product, and we've had some bad experiences with the installs, so we're not doing it anymore. And like I said, they could have switched me to something else that was of a similar cost for them, but no, they updated me to marble, the most expensive stuff they had in the building. Logan's holding the dog up the TV and telling her this is Uncle Brex, so no barking. Okay, all right. Here, Logan, this is for your doggy. Hello to Vermont. Hi, Mark. How are you? Yeah, I don't know if I'll be getting anything for Valentine's for Home Depot, but I don't know. Maybe I'll give them some business for Valentine's Day. That's really all they want from me anyway, right? You enjoyed that, right, Rhonda? My joke just for you. Hi, Angela. How are you? Well, Rhonda's not a Valentine's Day person, huh? Oh well. I can't complain, Angela. I'm doing good. It's good to have the bedroom finally done. Oh, don't be anti-hubby. That's no fun. Thanks, Angela. Yeah, I'm really pleased with how it turned out. I was a little concerned with the dark color when the paint was still wet, but when it dried, it looks great in there. I wake up every morning now. It's like, oh man, I love this room. A couple people don't approve of the color, but you know what? Whatever. This is never about my vlog is never about helping you pick out colors. My vlog is telling you how to do what you want and make it look the way you want it to look. Sorry about that. Am I going to do another garden? Yeah, probably at some point. At this point, the garden is completely bare right now. I pulled everything out a few weeks ago, and that's the end of that. When Valentine's Day rolls around, you'll watch your documentary on St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Awesome.
Meow.
Just looking on the screen here and noticed that the light that's supposed to be right there isn't lit. I turned around and make sure that was right. Yeah, well, that's my point, Janine. It's my house. I'm not expecting anyone to agree with all of the decorating decisions I make, but it's my house. I don't want it to be sterile and boring and uninviting. This This is my place. So I'm happy with how it's coming. I'm still working on the jigsaw puzzle. That one's a little bit more complicated because there's just weird shapes on it. And honestly, I haven't worked on it in a little while now because I've been working on the bedroom here. You know, I spent that I shot those videos a couple weeks ago, and it took 4 whole days to get that done. Mainly just because it takes so long doing the crown molding and the baseboards because you got to go around twice and it's a lot of fine brushwork and then once you get done then you got to go and clean up the lines and make it look all nice and then what ends up happening because the dark colors tend to be a little thicker paint is when you pull the masking tape off you end up peeling some of the paint off too, so then you have to go fix that. No, I haven't done anything with the lighting yet. That's still in the plans. I do want to do that. In fact, I was realizing after I shot all those videos, I mentioned I was going to do something with the lights, but never really followed up on that. It will happen at some point. Yeah, I'm really happy with how the room turned out, Mark. I like the colors. It's nice and bright in there, you know. And I think it isn't necessarily just the green color that makes it bright. I think it's that I moved from the kind of matte finish that was in there to kind of a semi-gloss finish. I like a semi-gloss finish on the walls. I think it looks better. I was noticing that the vlog that went up today for Jordan looked kind of interesting. Let's see, which one was that? It was one of those things that I thought, oh, I'm probably looking forward to seeing that one here. What was the subject here? Oh yeah, the Anheuser-Busch Brewery tour and the Clydesdales. Yeah, I agree with you about the semi-gloss. It kind of reflects a little bit of light back, because it has kind of, a glossy finish. And so, it doesn't absorb the light as much. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me that a lot of stuff in the big box stores are on consignment. When Bike comes back on well, he's right down here right now, kind of sitting on the floor, staring at me and meowing at me. Come on up here, buddy. I got the brush.
Wow.
All right. Well, if you choose to join us, there's a belly rub in it for you. Thanks, Scott. Yeah, I'm happy with the colors too. There he comes. I know we do the typical belly rub. How about a belly brush? If we can keep the fur from flying as much. All right. Yeah, he's going to go back and brush himself now. I still haven't decided what to put on that shelf, but it's there now, so we'll figure out something interesting. Might even be something I just pick up on a vlog at some point and decide that's where I want to be. That's where I want to put that. Logan's rubbing the TV, yelling, "My cat!" All right, there you go. One of your cats loves to be vacuumed. Mine ran away from the vacuum. No, I don't really watch the TV in the bedroom. The bedroom, all I really do in the bedroom is sleep. I got the rest of the house for watching TV. Yeah, you're right about semi-gloss being easy to clean up too. You're right, because it has kind of that almost a glassy finish. And that's another advantage over the matte painting that was in here. Laura Lee's comment got censored this time by YouTube. She used the B word. I mean, I guess if it stops some of the trolls or something, that's a good thing. But yeah, their algorithm needs a little work yet. Your cat likes to sit on the vacuum. Mine just don't like the noise. Yeah, no, it's not just you, Rhonda, I guess. But Laura Lee, like I said, did use the B word. I thought it looked like a mint ice cream, honestly. That's kind of what I looked at when I saw, or what I saw when I looked at it. Yeah, I got to figure out what I want to do on the ceiling. I'm still open to the idea of doing something weird. I don't know what it's going to be yet. You'll know when I know. I wish I had some pictures of some of the stuff that I did on the ceilings in California. I described it to you, but it comes. I really liked what was in the ceiling in the guest bedroom in California. That was the one where I did that kind of spiral pattern. That was really cool. I agree with you, Bill. My house, my way. That's the advantage of having your own house is that you can decorate it any way you want. You're kind of stuck when you're in an apartment or something like that. They kind of frown on you decorating. But and I would bet you if the previous owners came in here, they wouldn't recognize this place. This place is way different from the way it was when I first walked through here. But I like the way it's come out. I'm very happy so far. Yeah, that's what I figured you meant. You meant Rhonda. And I agree. I'm happy. Like I said, I'm happy with how it's turned out. It's it makes me happy to look at this place right now. So long as you're not all thumbs when you're knitting, you're okay. Yeah, I don't doubt that. I mean, the person that designed the kitchen here, she did pretty. I thought she did a pretty good job, and she knew that she knew how to make it look like the way I wanted it to look. But I don't doubt that maybe their training isn't top notch. Yeah, here we got another one that's been censored. Another person using the B word. I can't believe how much I've done to this place, but then it blows me away to think I've been here for almost a year, well, for more than a year and a half now. I'm coming up on 2 years. It'll be 2 years in July. Can you believe that? Bought the girls some craft knitting kits, huh? And they're trying. All right, there you go. Did I show you the spiral ceiling? Because I thought by the time I started the video, I was mostly into I'd already repainted most everything. Because I thought it was like video number two was me being told by the realtor I had to paint the house again, and I just finished painting it. That's what we get for being family friendly. Yeah, see, everyone's just intentionally using the B word now to get censored. That's funny. This time Daniel got censored. Nibble probably went back to her room. Have I given up on retrieving Flash? No, it's just one of those things I you know keep having other things that I need to do. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get serious about that. Yeah, you got to decorate for yourself, Connie. I agree. And if other people don't get it, so what? It's your house. They can decorate their house the way they want to. Does anyone still use lick and stick? I have the adhesive stamps. You just peel them off and stick them on. You don't have to lick them anymore. I don't know if they even make those anymore. How's my mom? My mom is good. I guess the big news from her is that she got the carpet in her place cleaned. Let's see what. Let's see. Let's just take a look at the whole comment here. Had the carpet cleaning done this morning, so now I got to start making it dirty again. Happy Super Bowl. Hope everyone enjoys their day. I'm fine, enjoying the nice weather. It's beautiful and warm. We need rain, of course, but we may be done for the season, which is not good. Her cousins are coming to visit next Saturday, so that's good. Visiting from Seattle on their way to Arizona. It'll be fun to see them. My sister's going to Tahoe next week to visit her college friend Diana, yeah, I know Diana, who's up there for the weekend too. She says, say hi to Charlotte and Logan from their message last week. I think of you often and hope that you and your family are doing well. Let's see. She liked the bedroom. And then she wished Charlotte and Logan a happy Valentine's Day. So, yeah, that's that. That's the latest on Mom. Started watching way back when, huh? That was a long time ago. That was like my second video, I think. Yeah, today is the Super Bowl, but I don't intend to watch it. Not interested. Yeah, I haven't done a restaurant review for a while. I think the big issue with Beth is going to be getting her to give up Flash. I think she really likes Flash. Maybe I did show you the ceilings. It seemed to me it was if I did, it was probably like one of the first videos because I thought video like number two or something was me whining about how I had to repaint the house after I just finished doing it. Let's see here. See if I can find something on my channel here. Yeah, I don't really have the easy way of doing that on my phone here, but whatever. You almost type stupid bull. Yeah, well, to each their own, I guess. Okay, yeah, I'll take your word for it. I guess I did do it. I'm glad. That's good. Maybe that's a good thing because I'll be glad to have a documentation of that because, like I said, I really love that room. I had that. That was my guest bedroom. It was kind of a bedroom slash recording studio, and I had a whole bunch of Guided by Voices posters in there, and I really like how that room looked. Track lighting on the ceiling. Would I mind if Beth keeps Flash? Yes, I would. Because I like Flash. I want to have her here. But Flash has been in California with Beth now for about 2 years almost. See, that's what I might have to do. I might have to get Beth a tortoise just to get her to give up Flash. Nice thing about Flash is such a low maintenance pet. You know, she just basically takes care of her own on her takes care of herself. She's self-sustaining. I inspired anyone I knew in California to move to Texas. I don't know if they were inspired by me or it just happened, but You've heard me talk about my friend Matt, who does the Island Horizon videos that I always have running in the background on my videos here. Matt's ex-wife Susan lives in California, and my understanding is she just recently relocated to Texas. Now I think it's because her husband's job moved here, but she's in Rockwall, which is a little east of Dallas. And that was actually one of the communities I considered when I was deciding where I wanted to live here. I went to Rockwall and kind of voted against it. It was kind of a new community, and it was kind of open and kind of barren and all that. And I looked at it, and the yards were, all the houses kind of looked the same. All the yards were little postage stamp yards, and that was one of the things I really wanted, was a nice sized backyard. That was actually one of the big main things on my list when I bought a house. Is I wanted a nice big backyard, and so, like I said, I think I turned out really well here. I like the way this one worked out. It's a nice yard and a lot of room to do stuff. So I think I made the right decision. Yeah, I miss Flash. Jean's family is a big sports family. Yeah, there are a lot of families like that. Yeah, you're right, Rhonda. They were kind of cookie cutter houses. That's one of the things I really like about Waco. When you walk around Waco and look at the houses, none of the houses look like any of the others. The neighborhood I lived in California, uh, in the little development that I was in, there were three different models. And you had the 301, the 302, or the 303. And so it was very cookie cutter. And even the house I grew up in Garden Grove, my parents, that was cookie cutter too. It was, five or six different models, but all the houses looked the same. I like the fact that I wander around my neighborhood. I don't see another house that looks like mine. It seems like every house is unique and one of a kind. Like they were all designed specifically for a particular person. I like that. It makes the place interesting to look at. Your daughter lives in Rockwall. Traffic is terrible, huh? Well, that's a good reason. Traffic is, except out on the I-35 when they're doing all the construction out there, traffic is really really minimal. I am grateful that you people watch my videos. That means so much to me, more than you'll ever know. Tracy's checking out. Happy Valentine's Day, Tracy. Happy Super Bowl if you're into that. You gonna look at us a little bit, huh? I appreciate you all watching my videos. Jen was making her gravy. Better send some over here, Jen. Gravy sounds good. Yeah, that's where a lot of you first saw me, was on Jordan's videos. That's probably 95% of you came to me through Jordan. So much has happened since then. We both have new houses, both trying to turn them into homes. Kitty's a deep thinker. I wouldn't give him that much credit. Probably wondering, when am I going to feed? When is he going to get fed next? Mine's definitely coming along. Yeah, I still got one more room to paint. That's going to be the bathroom, and that's going to be kind of a major pain because it's such a tight little area, and so much stuff has to be disassembled, and there's going to be so much prep work on that, and then the paint's going to be done in like 5 minutes because there's like nothing in there. I think the cabinets are probably going to be MDF. Hello, Daniel in San Antonio. Everyone got really quiet all of a sudden. So I'll entertain this guy for a little while here. Hey, bye.
Wow.
What color am I going to paint the bathroom? I don't know yet. Haven't figured that out. Honestly, I figured I landed on the final color for the bedroom the day I started the video. Yeah, Jordan's been an amazing supporter of this channel. I mean, this channel wouldn't be anything what it was without him. I mean, it probably if I had started it, and it's unlikely I would have started it in the first place because he was the one that encouraged me to start a vlog when I would start to talk about moving to Texas. He said, that would be an interesting vlog. You got to vlog it, and so it was his idea to start it in the first place. In fact, the whole idea for doing the vlog started when I was here in Texas the first time because I don't know. Maybe I've told this story before, but that's okay. I'll tell it again. We got time. Um, about I guess was it 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I think it was 4 years ago. No, maybe it was 3 years ago. I had decided, or I decided the previous summer that I was done at Disney. I was done with California. I was going to fix up my house and sell it. And so from that point on, I started, just cleaning up the house, repainting everything, getting everything cleaned up, everything fixed up, everything ready to go to sell. And I knew I wanted to come to Texas. And at that point, when we got past the Christmas season at Disneyland, all of a sudden they decided that year that the parade was going to shut down for the whole year. So when we were done with the Christmas season, which was like the first Saturday after New Year's, that was it. And they didn't have any plans for California Adventure parades until the Christmas season picked up the next year. And so, basically my hours went to zero. And at that point, I started working just full time fixing the house up. And About this time, I guess it probably was 3 years ago, I made a trip to Texas because I wasn't sure where in Texas I wanted to go. I knew, I basically looked at Google Maps, the satellite view of Google Maps, and realized I kind of wanted to be on the east side of the Texas of the state, not the west side, because the west side is very brown and very deserty, and the east side is more green. And so I decided I wanted to be on the green side. And so I literally just started looking at Google Maps for cities, good sized cities around Texas. And I was looking at Dallas and Fort Worth, and I was looking at a town on the east side called Longview, and I was looking at Waco. And when I was here, I also looked at Rockwall. I decided against all of those, but when I came to Waco, I just really loved the vibe. But while I was here, one night I was just in the hotel room after probably the day I'd gone to to Longview, and I was just kind of hanging out in the hotel room that night, watching TV. And Jordan and I started texting back and forth, and I was told him where I was, and he said, "You should really start doing a vlog on this." And he started putting the full court press on me to do that. And I was really reluctant at first, and he kept pressing. And then eventually, he even sent me a link to some vlogger who I guess had become homeless and started vlogging his life when he became homeless. And he was living like in his van or something like that. And he was saying that the guy actually had a tremendous amount of success, and I guess he kind of blew it at one point and lost all that, and that kind of ended it. But he kept the full court press on. And then when I came back, and every time I'd see him, he'd come to my house, or I'd go to his place. He'd start talking about vlogging and how I should do it. And at one point, I posted my first vlog, and he saw it. And he said, "You got to keep going with this, man." And he did, and I did, and it turned into what you saw. And the key point on YouTube for any vlogger is when you get to the point where you can monetize the channel. And that happens when you have like 1,000 subscribers and, I don't know, 4,000 hours of view time or something like that. I don't remember what the numbers are anymore. But I remember when I was about 950 subscribers and already had the view hours necessary, I was talking to Jordan again on it, and said, "Yeah, I'm like inches away from hitting the 1,000 subscriber mark." And at that point, he said, "Hold on, I'm going to do something." And a couple minutes later, he went live on a live stream with a very provocative live stream title called "Breck Needs Your Help." And basically, he said, "Yeah, Breck is, my friend Breck is doing a vlog called Escaping the Mouse, and he's like inches away from hitting the 1,000 subscriber mark. Go over and subscribe to him and help push him over the limit." Well, before the 10 minutes into the live stream, I was already over the 1,000 mark, and like 24 hours, I was almost at 2,000 subscribers. That shows you the power that Jordan has. And that wasn't when he had 220 some odd thousand subscribers like he has now, but he still had probably 50 or 60,000 at the time. And that's how much of an impact Jordan has been here. He also said, you can advertise your vlog on my Facebook page, and he talked about it all the time. And every time I'd appear on one of his vlogs, after that, when I'd visit California or something like that, he'd promote the channel and all that. So that's just Jordan. This vlog would not exist without him. I guess that's the final thought on this. And I guess Jeff's here. Hey, Jeff. Jeff's got a new vlog too. Speaking of which, it's called what? Fixing with a Kid. Is that what it's called, Jeff? Because he's going to do a second vlog now where he fixes things, and so maybe he was mentioning recently he might be coming to Waco at some point because I guess he wants to see the Magnolia Silos. So maybe I can get him to fix my lawnmower when he's here. What browser is the best to use? I don't know. It depends on what computer you're using. I use Firefox on mine. Fixing with the Kid. Yeah, okay. There you go. So go over and check out Jeff's new channel, Fixing with the Kid. Yeah, yeah. Jordan's also a friend with Adam the Woo and Carpetbagger too, to some extent. I also think it's cool that a lot of the conversations that go on these live streams aren't even people talking to me. They're just you guys talking to each other. No, it isn't the riding mower that's the problem. I have a push mower that I brought with me from California. And honestly, probably what needs to happen is just I need to replace the air filter and I need to replace the spark plug and probably flush out the oil, replace the oil, maybe put some gas in it. Probably just needs a tune up. Jeff's ordering a pizza. That sounds good. Actually, the pizza places are going to be jumping today with the Super Bowl and all. Yeah, like I said, you can turn it into a vlog if you want, Jeff. Seriously though, Jeff, if when you do come to Waco, I'll invite you over to the house. I think I wouldn't have a problem doing that. Love you to see this place. Did Jordan block you? I don't know. Sometimes he's real quick with the block button. Wings are going to be expensive today. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I could probably sell the mower. All right, Jeff's off to get a pizza. That sounds good. I could use a pizza right now. Lights down at the end of the hall there, hiding behind the block rocker. Now he's coming out here because he saw us looking at him. Pizza on cast iron. That actually does sound pretty good. Thanks, Jen. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, we have gotten quite a lot done here. That's amazing. It kind of blows me away to think that this has all happened in just a year and a half. But it's just one little part at a time. That's how you do it. What is it they say? A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Yeah, he likes Jordan likes doing the travel vlogs right now. I think it was starting to get a little bit boring, just doing the Hollywood stuff. And he seems to be really happy now, just kind of going places and seeing things. Do the cats still have their own bedroom? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Spoiled little cats. But they always have too. They even had their own bedroom in the apartment, and of course they had their own room in the house in California too. Well, what I do is I give credit to Jordan for constantly diversifying the channel. I think channels that do this, that just keep doing the same thing over and over again, they get stale after a while. So Jordan's going to do this for a while, and who knows, maybe he'll get bored with this and move on to something else. But I admire him for trying different things and seeing what works for him. What you're really looking at when you're watching Jordan's vlogs is you're watching a vlog about the things that interest him, and if he's interested in it, then he can make it interesting to everyone else. I learned that too. There were a lot of his vlogs that I looked at titles like, "Oh, I'm not going to be interested in this," but I watch it and it's still interesting because you can see that he's interested in it and his excitement over it just kind of it pops into his videos. You can see it. Well, he's really into Elvis, so yeah, that's one thing I envy about Jordan is his ability to meet people and become friends with people. I can't believe some of the people he's met. Pig Tooth got censored. You get censored on Jordan's channel?
Wow.
Yeah, I think you're right, Mark. That's a part of it too. Jordan can do this now, because this is his job. He supports himself on this, and I'm very happy for the success he's had. Yeah, my two cats kind of came into my life the same way too. I originally, when I first found them, I thought they'd just escaped from their litter, but I started thinking, what's the likelihood that two kittens would escape from their litter? Two 5-week-old kittens. They were babies. They were babies, and I later thought that reached the conclusion that somebody just abandoned them in my backyard. But they've been with me ever since. Yeah, Peg hasn't seen Jordan in years. I'll admit I don't watch all of his vlogs at this point. Um, mainly because I'm doing so many other things between work and my own vlogging and stuff like that. But when there's something that pops up, I'm glad that I'm still involved in the Facebook page, and somebody on there posts every vlog he does, and so I at least see what the subjects are, and that tells me, oh, okay, I want to watch this one, you know. Or sometimes he'll do one that he specifically knows that I'd be interested in, and that was the case when he did the one on Blue Velvet a few months ago. He actually texted me when he was there and said, "Yeah, I'm doing a vlog of the filming locations of Blue Velvet," and he was very excited about that. He knew I would be too, and in fact, he said, "When I get it edited and uploaded, I'll send you a link." And he later said he knew that if I didn't like it, it wouldn't be a good vlog, but it was a great one. Do I have an opinion on the economy since inflation has gone up so much? Well, I mean, that's what happens when you spend more money than you have and end up printing money. That's what inflation is the value of the dollar or of any currency is based on the number of dollars in circulation versus the total value of the goods of that country. If you increase the number of dollars and the number and the value of the everything in the economy doesn't increase at the same level, then each dollar is worth less. And so, unfortunately, it's very easy to get into inflation and very difficult to get out of it. Yeah, I'm with you there, Black Dot. Let's go, Brandon. Because and unfortunately, it isn't just the Democrats. The Republicans are just as bad. They spend money too. They spend money on stupid things. We need somebody in there that's going to say no. That isn't the government's job. I don't like everything about him, but I think someone like Rand Paul would be a good president because he's very libertarian in his politics, and a libertarian voice right now in the federal government would be a good thing. But I don't think there's any chance that he could get elected. But we don't do politics too much on here, so let's talk about something else. It's quiet in here again. I've been kind of watching the trajectory of my video that I did a couple years ago about the JFK assassination. Those videos still continue to be my most popular videos, and it's funny, especially the two of the three videos that I did, the one where I got into Oswald's jail cell and the one where I retraced his steps from the Texas Book Depository to the movie theater where he was arrested, are my two most popular videos. And it's really funny because um, initially the one that's my most popular video right now is the one where I trace the steps after the assassination, and it started off a little bit better than a typical video, and about 3 months later, all of a sudden YouTube started pushing it, and it went from like 2,000 or 3,000 views up to like 20 or 25,000 views, and it's kind of leveled off again. And then like in the past like 3 or 4 weeks or so, it's been spiking again. So I'm in another case where, that video is just exploding. You know, my if you look, YouTube allows you to look at the success of your videos. The analytics of your videos in different ways, and one of the ways they can do is the number of videos in a particular period of time. And the default for that is the last 28 days. And if you look at the analytics for my videos, the two JFK videos I shot 2 years ago are the number one and number two videos of the last 28 days, which is odd because everything else is, just videos that I've shot in the last 28 days. So I don't know. Those videos have been good for me. Yeah, I do want to check out his brewery tour, even though I'm not a Budweiser fan. When cooking with the pressure cooker, do I ever miss crunchy or crust on the food? No, but then again, I think the things that I cook in the instant pot aren't necessarily crunchy or crusty types of food anyway. There's other ways to do that. You do that in the oven, or you do that on the stove, or on the barbecue, or something like that. There's all sorts of options for you. Jan's putting brunch on the table. Sounds good. Yeah, I never even thought about finding foster homes for bite and nibble. They just became part of the flock. Hello, Kristen. Happy Valentine's Day to you too. Will I still be converting your oven to get my oven to gas? No, they don't have natural gas in the area, so no, I'm out of luck on that. I suppose at some point I mean, and it really wasn't the oven that I wanted to have gas for. I like having a range of gas. I really liked having natural gas on the range in California, and because I love to cook on gas. It's better to control the heat. It's easier to control the heat. Yeah, well, I'll be there in like 6 hours, Jan. So I think that's how long it would take to get to you. Texas is a big state. Ugh. I'm in Texas. Look up Hank and propane accessories. Yeah, I have considered getting a propane tank in the yard. That would be nice also for the barbecue because I got to go get the tanks right now for the barbecue. The big propane tanks that they have for barbecues. That's a pain sometimes. One of the things that frustrates me about the gas barbecue I have right now is every once in a while I forget to turn off the gas after I'm done cooking. And so what ends up happening is it stays on until it drains the tank. And so, I have a new tank that was on there just recently, and I accidentally drained it because I left it on overnight, and I found out like 3 days later that, oh yeah, I drained it. It's empty. Yeah, everything is more expensive. Yeah, I agree, John. That's why I like gas. I had gas in the house in California, and that was really the way to go. There's also a natural gas heater in the house, natural gas water heater, natural gas appliances like the washer and dryer. Well, not the washer, but the dryer. And it really wasn't an efficient means of doing it too. I think, even when I cooked a lot, did barbecuing a lot, heated the house a lot, I think my natural gas bill was in $25 or $30 a month. It was nothing. Sometimes I wish they had natural gas air conditioning. I never used the air conditioning at the house in California because it was too expensive. You turn on the air conditioning for one day and the electric bill would go up $40. That was one of the reasons why when I came to Texas here, I got a flat rate electric bill. It's a little bit more expensive, but that means I can run the AC, all the time in the summer and run the heat in the winter and not have to worry about, getting a $500 or $600 electric bill. Really like the deregulated electricity industry in Texas. I've thought about getting an electric generator. I don't know where I'd put it though. That's the only problem. Yeah, AC is a lifesaver in Texas. Right now we're kind of in the in between kind of thing. I have the heat running at night, but during the day I've actually kind of turned it off. It isn't turned off, but the the thermostat's turned way down. But I like it when it's warm at night. I'm funny that way. Look who's back. That's my buddy. Losing Jean. She's got to go to church. Yeah, it was cold yesterday morning, wasn't it? Yeah, we didn't get any snow, but When was the last GBV album released? It wasn't long ago. I mean, let's see. Because he releases like 4 or 5 a year. That album right there is coming out in a couple weeks. You said March 4th, called Crystal Nuns Cathedral. Before that, that's a re-release. Before that, it was this one, and that came out just a couple months ago. It's called "It's Not Them, It Couldn't Be Them, It Is Them." So yeah, these are what they call recent releases. So that's the Crystal Nuns Cathedral. Bob also does some artwork, collages and stuff like that. And so this is a book that or a catalog that he's released uh, of some of his artwork. This is a re-release of an album from a few years ago. This is, I think that one here is a concert poster, but that's an album, that's an album, that's an album, that's an album. These are all albums that have come out in the last year. So he's a very prolific artist. And then those are more albums that have come out in the last 2 years. This one, and this one are re-releases, but these are probably in the last couple of years. So yeah, it's coming out all the time. Go check out gbv.com if you're interested. You can see how prolific this guy is. I think I showed you a few years ago. Well, not a few years ago, but probably a few months ago, a book I had that was a coffee table book called Guided by Voices 100. And I'll show you that. Hang on a second. Actually, it's Robert Pollard 100, but it's a coffee table book that has full-size images of album covers that he's released, and called 100 because at the time of the release of this book, and this book was released in, when was this released? It says here it was released in 2017, so this is 5 years old. And at the time, he had 100 albums that he'd released, and so it's more than that because it's probably another 20 since then. He was very prolific. Up until just in his early career, up into the late 90s. But in 1990, 1997, 1998, 1999, somewhere around that time, he signed on to a small record label called TVT Records, which was a division of Warner Brothers Records. And one of the conditions that he got there was that he could release side projects. A lot of times, if you sign with a label, they want you to limit your output to like one album a year or something like that. And that was something he always thought held him back. And so when he signed on with TVT Records, that was a stipulation in the contract. He could release side projects, and he released all sorts of side projects under a side label called the Fading Captain series. And I think there were 50 of those eventually. And it just snowballed from then. From there, he releases five albums a year, and doesn't show any sign of of it slowing down. So yeah, very prolific artist. A lot of people when they think of prolific artists, what's his name? Whatever. They think of certain artists that maybe have 20 or 30 albums. This guy smokes all of them. The cat came back. Yeah. Am I paying to subscribe to any streaming services? Just Netflix right now. Yeah, yeah. We did a music video for Jordan's song "Bullet" in animation. I thought it turned out pretty good. In reality, Black Dot GBV is both things. Um, it all centers around this guy, Robert Pollard. He's the creative force behind Guided by Voices. But there is a studio band that also tours with him. But from time to time, he shakes up the band and just basically replaces everybody. Uh, it was originally what they called the classic lineup, which was just a bunch of Bob's drinking buddies. And about mid late 90s, he basically fired the entire band and started touring with another Ohio band as his backup band called Cobra Verde. And he released an album called Mag Earwig with the Cobra Verde lineup. And after that album was done, he toured with them for a while and basically fired that whole band. But then he ended up keeping the lead guitar player, a guy named Doug Gillard, with him and started a new band um, with a series of different people. It was a bass player named Tim Tobias, a rhythm guitar player named Nate Farley, who was at one point their roadie, and a series of drummers, including Jim McPherson, who used to play with the Breeders, and I guess still does play with the Breeders, and went through a number of drummers. And then in 2004, he broke up that band, began touring with his original, what they called the classic lineup. He did that for a couple of years and then broke that band up and now has a new band that still features Doug Gillard and a couple other people. And he also brought back one of the drummers from the post Guided by Verdi era. So, I mean, he bounces around a lot. And then a lot of the side projects will be him just, making up a band on the spot and touring with them, or, well, releasing an album or two with them and then going on. So, I don't know. He's all over the place, but, he's just writing constantly. I've met Bob a few times. I got photos with him, and you know, had him autograph things for me a bunch of times. In fact, here I'll show you. I got a picture with me and him. That's a picture with me and the singer of Guided by Voices. So yeah. This was at his 50th birthday a few years ago. I showed up. They had a surprise birthday party for him in Dayton, and that was the first time I'd ever been to Dayton. So I went to see him and got that picture. It was fun. I got pictures with so many members of the band, so that was really great. And I went and visited some of the some of the locations that were kind of important in Guided by Voices lore. It would have been one of those things I would have turned into a vlog if I was vlogging at the time. Mark's checking out. Sometimes I talk so much here that I lose track of what's going on here. Most of Guided by Voices albums are really limited releases, 500 or 1,000, and they usually sell out. So I think I think he's doing enough to kind of keep it to make a little bit of money, but you know he's obviously supporting himself on that. So getting a few trolls in here I got to deal with. Sorry about that. Sometimes you get people that want to come in here and cause trouble. This is why I'm kind of locking down the Facebook and being a little bit more discriminating about who I allow in. We've had a few cases there where people, they ask to join the Facebook group, and what they'll do is, what they'll do is they'll come in and then they'll cause troubles, and so I'm starting to watch people, a little bit. I don't want people. A lot of times, what they'll do is if they want to come in and cause trouble, they'll create a Facebook profile just for that purpose, and so, you go in. So when somebody asks now, I'll go in and look at their history. Do I know them? Are they a member of the of Jordan's channel? Are they a member of the Jaw channel? Have they been on Facebook for 2 weeks and have 10,000 friends? Like, or even worse, have they been on or they've been on Facebook for a week and have no friends? Yeah, but I know who you are, Pegtooth. So if you joined, I'd say, oh, I know who that is because he's a regular on the live streams and comments on the videos and stuff like that. That's an issue. If I know who you are, then that's one thing. But I'm guessing it's probably the same person over and over again. They get blocked on one channel and they come in on another one. Yeah, you're right, John. Yeah, I don't get the point either. They're just losers, who have nothing better going on in their life. No, I think we're okay. I think I can handle it. It's just like I said, it's just a one person, and usually, they'll spend a whole bunch of time creating a bunch of fake channels, and then when one of them gets blocked, they'll move to another one, and usually, when they'll burn themselves out after a while. But whatever, it's like I said, they're just losers. If they spend half the time yeah, that's right. You get a T-shirt to prove it. If they spend half the time that they do, making Facebook profiles and YouTube profiles and stuff like that. If they just focused on doing something entertaining themselves, they'd have success. But, they're losers, and that's all. If you saw the questions, you'd understand. Yeah, exactly. They just need to get jobs, or maybe they have them and they just they're just unsatisfied in them or something like that. Well, a lot of times these people, a lot of times these people, just they just want to be there and cause trouble. See, that was another one. See, it said Stefan a deacon. I said, oh well, but and Stefan's been on here before, but I don't think that's Stefan. Yeah, I agree, John. That's absolutely true. That it threw me for a second, but that's the problem. It's so easy to set up a channel where Jordan said he had a falling out. I didn't know that, but whatever. It's so easy to set up a YouTube profile though. So you get these people. They just go in and make dozens of them, and that's just going to be the way it's going to be today, I guess. Haven't had to deal with that. Haven't had to deal with trolls in a while. It's just frustrating when there's losers like that out there. All right, well, let's try and get this thing going again here. That's kind of depressing, but anyone got anything positive to say? How's the weather? Yeah, that's better. Um, it's pretty cool. They keep logging on here. There with other ones here. Yeah, weather is pretty nice today. It's supposed to be like in the 50s. Winnipeg has a lot of snow. Yeah, well, that I guess that happens from time to time, doesn't it? Yeah, I think that's about what it is here in Waco. Is 58, 35 at Bob's house. I'll stay here. I think I'm gonna probably do some outside stuff today. Good day to spend be outside. It's not too hot, not too cool. Yeah, I don't know. I do need to do another restaurant vlog. Ever since I moved into the house, I really haven't done a lot. Yeah, I think I saw we have some rain coming too. Oh yeah, you're in Dallas, so yeah, probably the same rainstorm. I was seeing like this front that's kind of coming across the United States right now. Tomorrow, I'm planning on making the original icebox cheesecake recipe from the old Woolworth stores. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, that's absolutely true, Jan. Jordan thinks it's the same guy. He thinks he knows who it is, but I don't know. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, yeah, we've been going for a while, but we got a few more minutes, so you're not too late. Still got a little bit of vodka left. Yeah, they're going crazy today, coming out of the woodwork. See, that's what they do is they just go from one account to the other. You block them on one and they'll just pop up on another one. Yeah, all you're doing is missing the attack of the trolls. Any news on volcanic activity? I haven't really heard about that one on Tonga much lately. It made a lot of noise for a while there, and then it's over. No, no, I don't really watch a whole lot of live streams, so I haven't haven't seen that one. BigClive.com. No, no idea who that is. Okay, that one got blocked automatically. See, I wish sometimes the Facebook censor would catch the trolls, but and okay, this one that one did get caught by it. Not even comment on that one. Time is like an airplane, just flies by. Yeah, that's true. I know. Can you believe we're almost 2 hours into this? Thanks, Kathy. I like the green too. Tech and fart jokes channel. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, we're going to see what happens. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if a Jordan visit is going to work this time or not. It's sounding now like maybe it won't. We're not going to be able to make our schedules work. I know that isn't Jordan Lee. First off, that isn't his picture. Second of all, Jordan's a moderator on this page, so there's a special icon that comes up. I know we've gotten so long without having to deal with them, and all of a sudden, just well, I mean, this is just a proof that it's the same person, the same loser. Loser. That's right, you're a loser. Over and over again. What they do is they log off on one account and log in on another. They don't realize how stupid it is because it takes them so long to create an account, and it takes me 1 second to block them. But they're losers. That's all they are. They're big, fat losers. You're a loser, and you know it. Did Jordan have problems in California? Not that I know of. Yeah, it is. It isn't. It isn't goofs. It's one. It's one person. Yeah, I'll mention it to him when we get down here because he needs to know about that. And there's the losers back again. Now I'm going to say it again. Troll. It's one person. It's long enough for them to get blocked and realize they're blocked, and then they go log in on another account and they come back again. It's the same person over and over again. Otherwise, I mean, why would there be 20 of them in one day? We haven't had a troll problem here in a year. It's the same guy, and we think we know who it is. You better be careful because there's going to be a legal implication to this. How are my mom and my sister? My mom and my sister are doing well. I mean, I don't hear from my sister that much, but if there was something going on, I'd know about it. My mom's doing good. She calls me once a week and usually sends me a text blast on Saturday night because she knows the question comes up on the live streams. Only frustrated and flustered at the losers. People have nothing better to do with their life. Yep, I agree with you, Kathy. I suspect you're right, Black Dot. No, they don't. They're just revealing themselves to be idiots. Where's Flash? Flash is still in California. She'll be here at some point. I know I keep saying that, but I don't think Jordan did anything to him. It's the same. It's the same loser that's gone after Adam and Justin and all the rest of them. He gets his jollies out of this kind of thing. You know, that's what people do though. They're just like I said. He's a loser. He's got nothing better going on in his life, so he comes in and tries to ruin everyone else's day. I'm not gonna let him. We're kind of winding this one down anyway. Maybe best considering all that's gone on today. Yeah, yeah, I've noticed that too. It's been a bunch of people that, yeah. See, and here's another one. This one at least got blocked by YouTube. So the YouTube censor is working. This one, that one works. So good for YouTube. You actually caught one. You know, all the people saying butt and stuff like that. You know, talking about flashes or bites butt. You know, that got blocked. You know, you actually caught one this time. Yeah, well, you know, that's what happens. You get a loser out there that doesn't have anything better to do with their life, and that's just the way it goes. Anyway, you know, I don't know. We've gone for a couple hours now, so I'm going to pull the plug on this one. This one's gone in a kind of an odd direction. So, you know, thanks for putting up with it, everyone. I'll see you next time. Have a good night.